Welcome. It's your boy Dave playing Pokerogue. Why? Because this game's fun. Well, it is fun. So yeah, starting a new series type of thing with this as well. Like, there's gonna be me just playing Pokerogue. There's just gonna be me like doing some challenges and stuff. And it's not really a series. I have kind of a mini series idea, as I will explain in a second. But this is kind of my return to posting on YouTube. I posted a video. I posted a me doing the D Machine Easter egg on Call of Duty Cold War the other day, but that was just me doing something with my friend and I just posted it. Haven't really recorded in a couple months, so this is kind of my return, and I'm hoping I stay consistent because I do plan on recording Nuzlocke and just playthroughs on Pokemon, on regular Pokemon games, and even randomizers. And I plan on doing some Minecraft series and maybe continuing some game series like Resident Evil, which I did in the past, but I deleted off my channel, so that's not really worth mentioning at all. But yeah, I have some games I want to play. I got some Pokemon games I want to record because it's fun, and this is something I feel like you can share with people is Pokemon, and just there's always going to be room for people to enjoy it because it's always unique outcomes. So I'll just hop right into this. This is the first video. Again, I'm me recording this currently. I don't know. I'm actually going to check my time real quick. I don't know if this is going to be two parts or if it's only going to be one part. I don't know because we'll see. It depending on how well it goes, that these could be split up into multiple parts, but at the same time, it's probably some of them are probably not. But the for what I'm doing, I'm on a fresh account. I had my account. I've played it. I haven't played it a crap ton, I guess. But my plan is going to be using the starters and the starters only and seeing which generation can get the furthest. So I'll start with Gen 1. I'll use Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And just use those three. Don't catch anything. Don't hatch any eggs. And that'll just be that. I'll just use these three, see how far I get. Um, Note down the round I lose on. Same thing for the rest. I'm hoping there's a definitive winner. There's a good chance there's not, because I feel like a lot of these are gonna do very similar, like do very similar in terms of quality. If I had to pick who I think would be do the best, I don't think Gen 1 or Gen 2, and probably Gen I could see it being Gen 3 because there's a lot of normal types in um Gen 4. I also could see it because Piplup's Steel and Fernip's really good. And actually, it's probably going to be Gen 4 because Gen 5's not great. Gen 6 isn't terrible, but it's still not amazing. I feel like Gen 7's not doing it either. Same for Gen 8. Gen 9's not bad. Yeah, I think Gen 4 will have the best success as long as I don't screw it for them. So if you guys have not seen this game, this is a roguelike game of just playing Pokemon. Really, it's really simple and it's really fun and it's free. It's just a website. You can go to pokerogue.com, I think. Uh, well, you can register an account with an email and not an email, you know what I mean? I think it's just username and password. But yeah, just gonna hop into this. I got me the Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And my strategy for Gen 1 is I think it's gonna be Charmander because there's a lot of early normal flying types. So I don't think Bulbasaur is gonna be the best early game. And again, I'm not even sure I'm gonna pass like round like 25. I think is the round with one of the bigger rival battles. And how people what you need to know about this game is it's kind of easy, but it's also kind of difficult at the same time. But we're just gonna jump straight into this. So my initial strategy is just gonna be using Charmander. Ooh, I forgot. Now I'm thinking about it. We'll actually, I do need to test something here real quick. So, are we good? I think we're good. For some reason, after after I get through this next fight, I'll tell you what I was thinking. If another charge. Well, I'm thinking, if I remember properly, you might get better loot on your first run, but that also might be incorrect. Also, I'm gonna have to pause real quick. So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, just quick pause. Don't worry about it. I was just checking something. Um, I don't, I don't know if I'm getting better loot on this first run. If I get through a little bit of this, I don't. It doesn't look like it. I don't think I am. So I think we're good. But yeah, the early strategy is just gonna. I think is just gonna be Charmander, cause I'm, cause the only types that are really common in the first two is normal, flying, and bug, and the only mon that I have that'll be super effective against any of those is Charmander, and it's not. That's not like the main reason, I guess, but we'll see. And just to remind, I'm not catching anything else. So there's no I'm just not doing it. Uh I'll have a series run along this series where I will be trying to fill out the Pokédex kinda. It's not a full Pokédex because it's it's only the base evolutions of every Pokemon line. So like if I have a Charizard, I can't start with a Charizard. I can only start with Charmander. If I catch like I don't know what's a good like a Salamence. If you catch a Salamence, you don't get a Salamence as your starter. You get Bagon. Is Bagon the? I think Bagon's the first one because yeah. So pretty much that's how I guess I haven't really explained the game perfectly either yet. So the way it works is it's just like this. You get a stage in the top right. You just play through it, and you kind of just vibe with it. You just go at your own pace, kinda. Like you don't have to go super fast. You don't have to go super slow. And there's not really there's not I don't know how to explain this. There's not like a it never changes. Like it gets harder because the levels get higher, but your levels get higher, and like your rival has better mons and stuff. There's stuff like that, but the game is consistent throughout the entire thing. Of you're just oh this is it's kind of bad. Oh no. Okay, well, it's what I'm trying to say is the game stays consistent. It's just gonna be this the whole time. You fight a wild Pokemon or a trainer, you win, you go move on to the next after getting a reward. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm just gonna sack off Bulbasaur here. And I'm playing this all with traditional settings right now. Well, not completely traditional settings, but like I'm playing this on Switch mode just for this series. I'm planning on doing like a Nuzlocke type thing with this, which might be kind of confusing and difficult, but I feel like people will understand when I'm doing it. It's just the same as a simple Nuzlocke. Um, This is already not great. Like, I should win this unless somehow, some way, this Oshawott, like, destroys this Squirtle. But I should be, but I don't know. I don't play many roguelikes, so I don't know if it's like tier 9 or round 9 or level 9. If anybody knows, you can comment down below, but I'm not really sure. Brian. Okay, so that's how you look at it. So it's a 65. Obviously, you're going on Squirtle, but is it better than? It's not better than Muddy Water because Muddy. I was thinking Muddy Water might have been physical, but like, I mean, you can get rid of Water Gun, Brian. It's just gonna be better. Ah, my eye. I am really rooting on Gen. I think one because I feel like it'd be better to the brand. Oh, of course you hit the supersonic. This might be a short video because right now, if I hit myself while I'm confused here, okay, we're good. We're good. Unless this misses. Ooh, don't do it. Nice. See, like that is better loot than you would usually get. So just so you know, just to keep it even, I'm not taking this. For one, it doesn't matter if I take this anyways. I can't use it, but I am pretty sure you get better loot on your first run. And I think I'm just gonna play it smart here and not take this. I could go for a revive of my Charmander, but I think I'll be fine. And now that I see this, I know I'll be fine. Unless the confusion messed me up, but the confusion's fine because it's already gone. Hmm. I need to check something real quick as well. For some reason, this is going really slowly. I don't know why. No. Oh, it's because the game speed's at 1. Should be at like, yeah. Pretty sure the base is 2. I'm not even, Brian should one shot. We're chilling. I've played a lot of Pokemon in my life, but I'm still pretty not good at these games. I'll give it to you. So if you like see me do something, like if you're really good at this and you watching and you just like, why you doing, what are you doing that for? It just know I'm just kind of bad. Like I feel like I'm better than your average person, but I'm still not bad. Just taking this one level at a time. Again, I think around 25-ish is gonna be where I'm mainly like the most scared. Um, but I think it'll be all right. I don't know. We'll see. Trying. I don't want. I don't know. This is just kind of a test as well. It's not like I'm just experimenting. See, like this will help me figure out which starters I like the most because I'm not, especially with the later generations like 6 through 9. I'm not 100% uh like I've not played. Well, for one, I haven't played some of those gens games. Squirtle, why'd you miss? But I've also even the ones that I've like I'm not a fan of like the like 3D ones. I don't know if that's like correct terminology or anything. Like the ones that are like 8-bit top down, like just the old looking, your old, I guess the DS ones are the best looking ones, but like Emerald, or not Emerald, Emerald wasn't on the DS, it was on the Color. But like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum, X, not X and Y. My brain, Black and White. I like those games the most. My favorite is Gen 3 Emerald, which I feel like isn't an unpopular opinion, but I don't know, I feel it's kind of, I don't know, it's just nostalgic in a way. And then I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the looks of the newer games because I feel like the way they play is the more open world they play, the more I feel like it loses the like wonder of being a Pokemon game. Um, don't need to tell what. I'm not a big fan of status moves in this game mode. Like I guess that's not really considered a status move. What is it? What is it like a debuff move? I don't know because I know status moves are obviously like paralysis. Um, what is it called? Paralysis, sleep, burn, freeze, stuff like that. But moves that decrease speed or moves that decrease um accuracy, stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of it because there's some like obviously the ones that are broken like Swords Dance that boosts your own like attack by 2, or there's some that boost everything. Like there's some that are like really helpful, but it still is what it is. I this is I know I planned in the beginning I said it was gonna be leveling up Charmander and I've been pretty much going all Squirtle, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna continue with Squirtle because if I usually what I found is if you kind of have to rely only on one Pokemon the whole beginning because if you don't, it's like how do I put this? If you don't rely on one, ooh, my special attack failed. That's not good. If you don't rely on one, your mons and you like focus on keeping every mon like about the same level, you're usually um usually you're gonna run into some issues of like how would I say this? You usually run into the issues of where you get wiped pretty easily because if you run into one mon that's super effective against any other mon on your team kind of like struggles severely. Water pool's better than breakfast. No, it's not better than brown. And Squirtle's evolving. So I found you want to focus on one mon. So it's like what in my other runs on my main like account that I've been using, it's it's better to have like to use a really good like only use like 2 mons. So obviously if you get a point system, I guess I didn't talk about this in the beginning. Um so pretty much you get 10 points each starter is worth 3 points, so you can only take in 3 starters worth 9 points. uh there are other starters like once you unlock them that are worth more, like legendaries are worth like 7 to 9 points. I don't know if there's any 10, I haven't seen. um and to do and then there's stuff that's like a Sunkern or a Sentret that's like 1 or 2, and all the starters are 3. Most of your average, I feel like your average is a 3. You got some like really good like pseudo legendaries and just those types of mons like a Metagross. What is it? Beldum, I think, and Bagon again. I think they're at 4 because the mons that they evolve into are so good. Um, so yeah, there's that. You get like 10 points. And that's how you start. Again, I don't know who if you're I don't know if anybody watching this hasn't played the game, but it is what it is. And so I don't know why I was talking. Was I just explaining? I don't know. I'm struggling right now. Haven't recorded in a month. It's difficult, man. Um, so again, I don't. Again, you wanna. Oh, that's why I was talking about it. It's better to stay with less. So obviously, if you have less, that means that the Pokemon are better at the beginning. So like, if you can only carry in one Pokemon or two, you're only gonna one of them's gonna be a legendary. And having something like that is way better to just rely on like a one mon at a time, um, and not like actually and not have to worry about leveling up multiple because eventually you get enough XP like charms in XP shares that that you're like your team is already leveling up itself anyways. I'm gonna take this egg voucher to save up for later. Um, right here, this is water type out of this is kind of the worst case scenario. Okay, probably. I would have. We're fine. This might be it though, honestly. Is that killing me? That is killing me. Okay. Well, boys, this might actually be the end of the road for you. Um, oh, I would have expected that to do more. Yep, it's definitely over. RIP. Unless, yep. Oh, and paralyzed. Hit the paralyze. Nope. Well, that's gonna be that. See, I got to round 20. Um, I know I ranted a lot and I could kind of let stop my path on some of the things I was saying, but pretty much I was kind of trying to explain the game. If you haven't played the game, if you have played the game and you're like, "What's this guy doing?" I'm sorry. You can probably skip this. You probably might have skipped this one. Go on to the other ones. I hope you didn't. But it is what it is. So the plan is going to be doing what I just did, just using the three starters, um, and seeing how far it goes. Gen 1 got to round 20. Again, I'm not expecting these to go very far because for one, I did stuff there where I probably, if I would have just healed the Squirtle like use a potion on the Squirtle before entering that fight, I would have won. A lot of this is not gonna be like super accurate, like an actual test. Like I'm not gonna be perfect because I'm not the greatest at this game. So like if I might make better decisions on a run for Gen 5 by accident than on what I just ran for Gen 1. But it's gonna be what it is. That is the first video of my Pokerogue and my recording comeback. This should be the first one I post. I'm gonna obviously I have a lot. I have a decent bit to record because I have 9 of these to do, and then I'm gonna probably record some Nuzlocke type stuff with this. Because I wanted to do a Nuzlocke with this game because I thought that that would be really fun and actually difficult. But um I also want to do just some regular runs, maybe on stream instead of on recording. We'll see, and just so I can fill out this Pokédex type thing. It's not really a Pokédex, but it is, I'm calling it a Pokédex where I just find all of the base mons all the starters you can start with. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy the concept, and then I will more focus on the battles and the my strategy for the next videos that I'm doing. Hopefully, I know I'm talking about my comeback a lot, and I'm gonna record multiple of these at a time, so I'm gonna be in this whole weird state of me not kind of struggling with figuring out how I should like talk and crap like that because I'm like coming back to this recording thing. But it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. See y'all next time for the Generation 2, which I hope will beat the Generation 1, which got to round 20. So see y'all.